Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a cash unstuffing for the fourth and final week of February. So I will be going over all of our expenses for that last week of February, and I will also be unstuffing our cash envelopes. Most of our expenses for the last week of February were out of our cash envelopes and then just one out of our buffer. But I like to do these videos week to week just to share how we spend our money, and also just to keep myself accountable and not overspending. It doesn't always work out, and we do have to figure it out as we go through the expenses. But for the most part, I do use my credit card and then pay ourselves back from week to week. If you are interested in the way that I use the system, or if you just are curious as to how we spend our money, then go ahead and keep watching. I'm going over all of our expenses from the 22nd through the 28th of February. I know it's already almost mid-March. I think it's the 10th today, but I still haven't unstuffed any of the cash envelopes for any of these transactions. So I just wanted to go ahead and do that today. And I will be having a combination of paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 cash stuffings. That should be coming out sometime this weekend. Today is Friday, the 10th. So I am going to try my hardest to have this video out today and then have that cash stuffing on Sunday. So the setup looks a little bit different. I usually do not do it this way. It's just because there's not many transactions that happened the last week of February. So I just wanted to try something new, and let me know if you guys like the setup. I might just do it this way when we don't have that many transactions to go over. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Wednesday the 22nd. It was only one transaction at Pollo Loco for $7. That is going to be coming out of my personal envelope. By the way, I already did place all of the stickers down. I wasn't even going to film this, but I tried to have a consistency on how our finances are going, and it would just bug me if I didn't have this video out, just for my sake more than anything. So like I said, the 22nd, it was only $7. I am going to be taking out the 7. So I have 10, and I'm going to need $3 back. I do have $60 in change here. So by the end, I will be taking out the 60 so that it doesn't confuse me. So that is the first transaction. I'm going to go ahead and check that off just to know that I already went through it. And then on the 23rd, it was a Little Caesars transaction for $22. That is going to be coming out of takeout. Most of these, if not all, is food, either takeout or groceries. So that's the trend for the last week of February. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my cash envelopes and go into takeout, $22. So I have 25. Let me just place this up here. And I need $3 back. If you've watched any of my other cash unstuffings, you know this is not normally how I do it. But I think if it wasn't something that I would film, I would just go through my transactions in my spending tracker that I have here, and I'll probably just go through every transaction and tally it all up, which is what I already do back here. I'm probably all over the place today, but it's okay. So I have it all tallied up here, and then I do have like little notes here. So normally I would just, whenever I would make a transaction with my card, I would just go into whichever envelope and then take the money out. I do it the other way just because, you know, otherwise it would be super confusing, just like kind of is right now. And it's just a lot more structured the other way that I do it. But let me know if you guys care whichever way it gets done, or you prefer the other way. Like I said, this is just something that I'm trying, but that's it for the 23rd. On the 24th, there was another transaction for $30. It's at a burger spot that is coming out of takeout. Brian did pick up the kids this day, so he usually buys food. So we're gonna go into takeout again and take $30 out. So let me put this 50 up here, and we need 20 back. So that's 23. This is the only reason I also don't like to do it this way, just because I have to keep going into the same envelope many times as opposed to just having it all together. That's it for the 24th. On the 25th, Saturday, I did go to Walmart and I spent $225 out of that grocery envelope, and it was all groceries. And then after going to Walmart, I did go to Pollo Loco and I spent $6. That is coming out of my personal envelope. I'm gonna take that out first. So we have the 6 here. So I am left with, I think that's all for me. There's no more personal transactions. So that's $12 left for me. But I might be using this because I know that in groceries, I'm not gonna have that much. So this is the $6 for the Pollo Loco. And let's go back to the Walmart just because I know I don't have enough. So I'm gonna have to just go over all of the transactions first and then see where we can take that, whatever balance is left. And then for Sunday, the 26th, I did go pump gas at Food for Less, and that was $44. For that, I have 50. Let me place this down here. And I need $6 back. So 5, 6. So I have 20, 35, wait, 10, 20, 25, 26 left there. That was the only time we did pump gas for any of our cars. So that's it. And then the internet did come out that day. On Monday, the 27th, it was a no spend day, and that was my mother-in-law's birthday. And on Tuesday, the 28th, that is when we pay the rides bill. And then I did make an extra payment of $120 to our Wells Fargo credit card. And we did purchase Little Caesars for $12. That is coming out of takeout. And then there was some miscellaneous expenses that Brian did have that weren't accounted for with his personal money. I don't track his spending, but there was $18 that was like unaccounted for. So that was $18, and that is coming out of the buffer. I'm just gonna check that off because that isn't gonna be unstuffed today. And then just the $12 for the Little Caesars from the takeout envelope. Once again, like I said, almost everything was so it's 22. I'm gonna get $10 back. Almost everything was food, and I'm getting $10. So now we have 11 left, and now I'm gonna go into, is that right? Yeah, 11. I'm gonna go into the groceries envelope, and then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna pay for whatever was short. So I said $225, and we have 120, 40, 65, 70, 170. Let me put this up here. And we are short, let me grab my calculator. 225 minus 170, we're short $55. I'm gonna take whatever is left in takeout, which is $11. Oh, I put this in the wrong side. Minus 11, and let's see where else we could take it from. Okay, I'm gonna take whatever is in miscellaneous, which is 15 minus 15. And I have $29 left. I kind of want to take it out of my personal, but then again, I don't, because I want to save that money. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spend mine. Okay, so that's $12 minus 12. So we have 17 left. It has to come out of somewhere, and I don't exactly know where to take it from. I think I'm just gonna take it from gas, because we're pretty good on gas for both of our cars. And like I said, I am going to be doing a cash stuffing video, and it's pretty much going to be 2 weeks worth of gas money. So I think we'll be good. So I'm going to take 17 from here. So I have 20. And I need $3 back. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. I'll make sure to update the trackers after this video. So we're pretty much done. That's the 17 that's remaining, and we got that grocery expense covered. I didn't even tell you guys why we went over. Well, Brian wanted to cook some steaks, so that's pretty much why we went over. The steaks were pretty pricey, but you know, it was a good dinner. And then my oldest son's friend actually slept over that weekend, so we also had to account for, you know, his steak and, you know, just a little extra snacks and stuff like that. So that's perfectly fine. $55, we were able to figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 60 out. 20, 40, 60, that was for the change. And this should equal, I didn't even go over, let me go ahead and go over this part right here. So like always, this is the spending tracker. The total amount that we spent for the last week of February was $364, and $18 of that was the buffer, so that's not going to be counted today. So what we are cashing out unstuffing is $346. And then this back part, I have it all totaled here. That probably would have been easier instead of going through every transaction, but you know, I just want to try something new. I don't think I really like it that much. I'm confusing myself. And then there was one no spend day. Did I even go over that? Oh yeah, I said there was one no spend day. And then, oh, I did make a note here. Brian's Roth IRA, to remove the money that's in the Max It Out challenge to deposit into his account. It's $240. So before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. That's why I write those little notes, just because I will forget, especially when I'm filming. I can very easily like lose track of what I'm doing. So $240. This isn't part of that, so I will just count it off to the side. And I do have to deposit that. April is around the corner, and that's when the 2022 Roth IRA contributions are over, and then we start over in 2023. Whatever we saved for the Roth, it will still be for 2022 up until that point, but I just want to go ahead and have that money sitting in the Roth instead of in that envelope. So I didn't even go over this little corner here before I count the money. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I did write it all in. So we were from the 22nd, right? So on the 22nd, it was only the $7. On the 23rd, it was $22 in total. On the 24th, it was $30. You probably can't even see. Let me see. So 24th, it was $30. On the 25th, it was $231. On the 26th, it was $44 in total. 27th, no spend. And then the 28th, it was $30. I do have all the totals here for every single week. And I also have the totals for all of the bills and everything for the month of February. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a closeout video. I'm not exactly sure. If you are interested, go ahead and let me know if you want me to go into detail on, you know, how all these numbers came about. I do have my budget in many different areas, and I can go over all of that with you. If you're not interested, it's all good. So bills, it was a total of $4,384. For debts, $570. That was a minimum payment of $450, which is not really a minimum payment. It's just a self-given minimum payment. And then an extra $120, which is right here. And then the cash envelopes, we spent a total of $1,430 out of there. Sinking funds, $368. It was not a very high spending sinking funds month, which is pretty good. Most of it is the purple and the pink, which is our basic bills that we need to maintain our four walls. And then all of the pink is for cash envelopes or variable expenses. And so for Jay's sinking funds, which is just my personal sinking funds, $38. Extra expenses, $223. Those are just expenses that were added into a budget, but they weren't particularly planned for when we made the monthly budget, if I'm making any sense. So, and then the buffer expenses, $278. But out of that $278, we were able to get a refund of $260, which I did speak about, I think, in my last cash and stuffing. I'll link the video here if you're interested. So that's pretty much how the month of February went. It was, I didn't even add all that together. Let me add that up. So 43.84. We spent a total of $7,291. This is just the amount of money that we spent that was taken out of our checking account. It isn't including any of our savings. So now I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that we have, how much was it? $346. And I already paid the credit card last week. This is just pretty much to replenish our buffer account. So I have 100, 150, 200, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 310, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. We have the $346 and then the $240 that are going to go into the Roth IRA. We have all the money that we need. So that is pretty much going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked this way of doing it. I don't think I liked it very much, to be honest, but I think it's just because I like when videos are a bit more structured, and I felt a little all over the place today. I will have my cash stuffing hopefully by Sunday. I've honestly just been procrastinating. Nothing very interesting has been happening that I haven't been able to film. It's literally just been procrastination. I have been, of course, I always track our spending. I usually just use my notes app on my phone, and then everything at the end of the week, I will transfer it onto here. It's just easier for me to jot it down on my phone, and then whenever I do have some time to sit down and write it all down here, then I do that, and I could just erase the notes and then start over again for the following week. Just a little tip, I have shared that before, that I just use my notes app. I also have the Every Dollar app, but I really don't write all of my expenses on there because I don't have it linked to my bank account, since you do have to pay for that added, like the premium version. I just use the free version, but I used to have the premium version, but honestly I just thought it was too much. You have to like drag your transactions into whichever category. I do like it, it's just I'm a pen and paper girl. I'm pretty simple, so I do it this way. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video, you guys. If you made it up until this point, thank you so much. I know I have been MIA for like a week. It feels like I haven't filmed in like a month, but it's literally been a few days. But by now I would have had like 4 videos up, and I literally, this is the second video for the month. But I am trying to, like, you know, get into the rhythm of filming all over again. Anyway, if you made it up until this point, go ahead and put some glasses emoji in the comments, just to let me know that you made it all the way here. And like always, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day or night. See you next time. Bye.